If you've ever wondered what it's like to be in your mother's womb, stick around for this story and to hear about a fairly common stress that babies experience in the womb that you probably didn't know about. Before leading my clients under hypnosis to channel their higher selves to get answers to every question they have about their lives, we look at a past life that's relevant to their current life, and then we look at what they do in between lives. Sometimes I also lead them down to their mother's womb so they can tell me what it was like. I had a recent session, and the stress she described being in her mother's womb is something I hear often, and so therefore I want to share it. When I took this client into her mother's womb, I said, "How does it feel in there?" And she said, "It's cramped, it's warm, and it feels a little stressful. I'm not sure why, but it just feels stressful." I asked her, "If you could ask your soul why it feels stressful, what do you hear your soul say to you?" She said, "It was a stressful time for my mother." I said, "So you feel her stress and her fear and her anxiety? And what does that feel like for you?" She said, "I do. I feel the anxiety and I'm not sure how to make it better." I then asked her, "So you feel like it's your job to make it better?" She said, "I want to, but I can't, and it makes me sad." I asked her, "Why are you sad that you can't help your mother?" And she said, "I was brought here to make things better." I said, "So right off the bat, you feel like you're failing?" And she responded and said, "Yes, I'm part of the reason why she's sad and afraid." I then asked, "So you feel kind of responsible?" And she said, "Yes." And reading a little bit more from the notes on my screen that I took while my client was under hypnosis, I asked, "Do you feel any joy, happiness, or peace at all?" And she said, "I do feel safe. I just wish I could make her feel safe as well." I asked, "Do you ever feel like you have any peace?" And she said, "It's half and half. My mother does have very bright moments of joy, but then darker moments, and I feel both." I then asked her, "If you could give any message to your mother from the womb, what would that message be?" And she said, "You don't need anything more than what you already have in your chest. You are complete." And again, I shared this story because this stress of the baby in the womb feeling responsible for the mother's joy and happiness and a cause of the mother's stress is so common when I do these sessions. And just like I asked my client in this session, if she feels like she was set up for failure in the beginning, it can possibly make the child feel that way. Because of course, there's nothing they can do to eliminate the stress for their mother while they're in the womb. But as a soul, we come here with big plans, big ideas, big lofty goals of helping others navigate their human life with ease and grace. And when we're not able to do that from the get-go, including in the womb, it can make us feel like we're off to a really rough start, like we're failing from the start. So the obvious solution to this is, while pregnant, you want to make sure that you do everything in your power to reduce your stress and fear and anxiety as much as possible. Do calming things. Take a lot of time for self-love and self-care. Play calming music for the baby. Talk gently to the baby. Reassure the baby. It's all transmitted to the child chemically. Focusing on yourself in this way will not only help the baby, but of course help you as well.